Hi, my name is Leo. I'm talking about my persuasive speech about why football is better than soccer. So right now I'm talking about interaction right now. Have you ever watched a football game and wondered why there's so many positions in the game? Quarterback has to read the defense. The offensive line has to block for him. The receiver has to run the right routes. The defense had to react quickly. And all just happened in just a few seconds. It's no minutes, hours, years. No, it happened just the max is basically like 5 or 10 seconds because the ball will snap like this. So this is one of the reasons why I believe football is better than soccer. As someone who plays football, which is myself, I know how much work preparation the sport requires. Football is not about hitting or being strong. Players have to how to understand their positions, communicate with their teammates, and quick position and make quick decisions during the game. Today, I want to explain why I believe football is better than soccer because of the teamwork strategy, physical and mental demand, and plus the game is very mental. It is. First, football is very most understood ever. So many people say like, oh, it's about hitting and being tough, which they're right about that. But if you sat down and watched the game, it's more than hitting, it's more than being tough, which they're correct, but it's more than that. The game is very mental, and plus every people have their own job to do. Like example, the quarterback had to make decisions, the receiver had to run the right routes, the offensive line had to block, the defensive player had to cover and stop the offense. According to the National Football League, football can help athletes develop important qualities such as teamwork, leadership, discipline, and resilience. These are qualities are important because players have to learn to work with each other and continue even though things are being difficult, which that's how life is. It's very difficult. But the thing is, you have to figure things out. This shows football is not about just winning. It also can help athletes develop skills. It can be useful in everyday life. Another reason why I believe football is better is because player has their own responsibility. A team cannot depend on just on one person. Even if the quarterback is so talented, they would not work because the offensive line does not. If the offensive line doesn't block or the receiver does not do the right routes they're supposed to do, it will not work. So that's the reason why it's 11 on offense, 11 on defense. You kind of rely on one person. Every person has to do their own job. If it doesn't work, then it won't work. If it works, it will works. You know what I'm saying? And the research from the National Football League play football program explained that football depends on teamwork, communication, and players understand their individual roles. In other words, a football success when the player does their job correctly. This make this make football different from other many other sports because it requires players to work each other at the same time. The National Federation of High School Association also reported that more than 1 million high school athletes plays in 11 players football during the 2024 to 2025 school year. This is very so much important because it shows so many people play the sports and how it's very important in school and can make communication across the whole country. Second, football require a lot of physical and mental preparation. Football players have the training to become stronger, faster, more athletic. They have to run, block, catch, tackle, react quickly. However, football has its mental challenges, which is like I said in the beginning, it's very mental. The Center of Disease Control Preparation explains the physical activity that can help young people improve their physical and support brain health. Football requires athletes to train physical activity, which can help them develop strength, coordination, and endurance. Before a play starts, they also have to exactly know what they're supposed to do. Once the ball is snapped, everything happens very quickly. Like I said, it takes like 5 or 10 seconds. Trust me. The quarterback has to read the defense. The offensive line has to block the right players. The receiver had to run the right route correctly. The defense had to figure out what the offense is trying to do. Also require players to think while they're under pressure, which that's how life is. Everything under pressure, what are you gonna do on under pressure? And that's how life is. You gotta think, like, even though it's very pressuring, you gotta figure things out quickly. According to NFL play football, tackle football, combat athleticism, skill, strategy in a fast paced team environment. I think this is one of the biggest reasons why football is so challenging. Players are not just running around without a plan. Almost every play has a purpose, and every player has their own responsibility. Which, like I said, that's in life. You have your own responsibility to figure out. Some people might say soccer is better because player run for a long periods of time and a lot of endurance. I agree that soccer is very difficult, and I respect people who plays it. Soccer requires skill, endurance, teamwork, strategy. However, football combines different skills at the same time. Players need strength, speed, physical toughness, strategy, and communication, and special responsibility. This is why I believe football is more complex and challenges overall. Now imagine watching a football game and paying attention to everything happening instead of just watching the person with the ball. Watch the offensive line, how they protect the quarterback. Watch the receiver run the right persistent routes, and watch the quarterback work the defense, and watch the defensive back communicate communicate and react. Commute and react. My bad. A touchdown might look like a one player made a great play, but usually as many people help and make play happens. Like the offensive line and the receivers help to make a touchdown and quarterback. Without a receiver and offensive line, it would not work for a touchdown at all. Imagine being on the field with your teammates. Y'all practice the same play over and over and over and over again until the ball snap, and everyone has to do their job. The quarterback make the right decision. The offensive line protect him. The receiver get open, and everything's happening in the few seconds. But the whole team has to work each other on the same pace. The NFL also emphasizes the importance of resilience in football. Resilience means by being able to recover for challenges and continue working toward your goals, which in life. Football players are not going to win every game and make every play. They will make mistake and lose game and face difficult moments. However, sports teach players to learn their lessons and mistake and keep improving. Like in life, I know I'm saying it a lot, but basically that's what I love about the game, and this is why I love football because it's not just it's a game. It can help you in life and the afterlife too. Like it can help you like in life as well. Even the toughest things ever, you gotta figure things out. It can help you. Wherever you learn football, it can help you in life. And it can help you improve in life more. This is why I believe football is better. Football also teaches important life lessons. Players learn discipline, going to practicing, working hard, and learn responsibility by doing their job on the field. And the team and learn teamwork by depending on teammates. They also learn how to deal with failure and keep going after making a mistake or losing a game. And so right now we're talking about my conclusion right now. I believe football is better than soccer. Requires especially in teamwork, complex strategies, both physical and mental preparation. Soccer is definitely a challenging sport, but football, but every player has to protect his job, persistent responsibility, and make quick decisions and under pressure. Next time when you watch a football game, try really pay attention more just a player with the ball. Look at strategy, communication, teamwork happening and during every day. I think about the research organization such as the NFL, the CDC, the National Federation of High School Association, their information, that shows that football involves more than the physical. It, it improves teamwork, discipline, physical activity, strategy, mental preparation, and mental. Before deciding soccer is better, take a time to understand everything goes into football. Football is not just about tackling, touchdown, or just one player. It's just a tiny team working each other toward one goal. This is why I believe football is better than soccer. Thank you.